I think there should be true diversity in public service and in the business and civic worlds. We're just better if there are different kinds of perspectives and different kinds of views.
We don't have as many women in the legislature as I'd like to see, and I think that's changing, but we still got to work at it. We had very few women in the legislature back in the 1980s, and of course we've got many now, but we don't have as many as need to be there.
You can spend your whole lifetime thinking, I woulda, shoulda, coulda, and then your lifetime has passed and you haven't done these things. Don't consider yourself always unprepared and that you need to do this, step after step after step. That measure of self-confidence and measure of folks out there who they identify with is improving, but it can still improve more.
I would strongly recommend anybody that's even thinking about running for some sort of office to enroll in the Women in Office Institute, because without some basic fundraising capabilities and skills, too many women are blindsided by the political process and by what it takes. And what I feel like we try to do here at the Women in Office Institute is give them the reality check that I think everybody would want and need, that gives them then the courage and strength to go out and do it.
I would like to see more women get involved, particularly at the local level. You know, all politics is local. So we need more women on city councils and county commission seats and mayors and those positions where they can have a direct influence on what's going on in their communities.
For me, the program helped me to have, I guess, an about face and awareness of my potential, my leadership capabilities, and the fact that I can actually become a change agent.
When we talked about this kind of organization, reaching out to women all over the state, to everyone, it just seemed to me, again, it was a very needed opportunity for women.
Well, the first section of the Institute was primarily about self-development, and we looked at some of our strengths and our weaknesses, and if we really took the things that came out of those sessions seriously, we were already prepared for some self-development. And then in the second weekend, we got a lot of skills. Budgeting, how to run the campaign, how to put it all together. So one of the best things that we had experts, we had people that were in office, and so I really think I have the skills now to go out and launch my own campaign.
Women think that they can't do it, but then when they come to the Summer Institute, they realize that they can do it. And I think without this program, there won't be as many women seeking out the position. With it, I think a lot more will be. It's probably the best program that North Carolina has to bring women into the leadership arena and to support the women who are already there. And I hope and encourage everybody to support the Institute personally and financially.
The Women in Office Institute is for every person. And whether you think that you are ready to get involved in public service or to run for elected office, or whether that's a pipe dream that is, I don't know, 15, 20 years down the road, every woman can gain something from going through the Institute.
I think it's vital that we have a lot of voices at the table. I think if government is to represent all people, the common good of the people, we can't know what that is if we don't have representatives that are there with a vote at a time when it counts, especially when spending money in addition to making laws or making policies or making ordinances, we've done a disservice. So there are an awful lot of issues out there, and we need a lot of people's input. There's no one-size-fits-all automatic answer. There's no one gender that has the right answer. There's no one ethnic group that has the right answer. We're all in it together.
I talked to so many of them, and they said, if it hadn't been for this, I would never have run for office or would never have spoken out. It's teaching women to speak out and to stand up for what they know is right.
I think women bring to the table a deeper sense of collaboration, a deeper sense of purpose for family and children, and are more focused on creating a solution rather than credit. This is a tough business. It's a grand opportunity, and I really encourage young women and middle-aged women and older women like me to get involved at some level. I think if you have any interest at all, you ought to give this a try, because at the end of the day, I think other than your personal life and your family and your church, there is nothing that makes such a difference as public service.